With profound humble gratitude and love to all venerated enlightened masters, we bow to the Almighty in soulful gratefulness for gifting us with their holy blessed presence. May all beings be awakened by their divine grace.
Part 4 of 4.
Etc.
Our programs offer many languages. Please visit suprememastertv.com/schedule.
Nos programmes offrent plusieurs langues. Veuillez visiter suprememastertv.com/schedule.
Nuestros programas ofrecen varios idiomas. Visiten suprememastertv.com/schedule.
Nossos programas oferecem vários idiomas. Acesse suprememastertv.com/schedule.
So this Royal Court high scholar, he was very, very intelligent. You know, nobody in the whole country can beat him. He can play jokes on them, he can tease them, he can do all kinds of things to annoy them and vex them, but nobody can do anything to him. Nobody can catch him. Nobody can make any reason to catch him.
Please keep watching to find out more.
No one says you have to become a perfect vegan overnight, but why not start making small changes and see how it feels? Steph Davis, vegan.
Supreme Master Ching Hai's lectures are not a complete meditation instruction. Please do not try alone. For free of charge guidance, please visit godsdirectcontact.org or contact any of our centers near you.
Today's episode will be presented in English with subtitles in Arabic, Aulacese, also known as Vietnamese, Bulgarian, Chinese, Czech, English, French, German, Hindi, Hungarian, Indonesian, Japanese, Korean, Malay, Mongolian, Persian, Polish, Portuguese, Punjabi, Romanian, Russian, Spanish, Telugu, Thai, and Ukrainian. Kewang Galang means how are you in Palawan. My name is Terima. The friendly Palawan people thank you for spreading joy and happiness by your shining smiles to everyone you come across. In the southwest corner of Micronesia, in the western Pacific Ocean, lies Palau, consisting of some 340 islands, surrounded by a huge protective coral reef. The nation's capital city is Malakeok, located on its largest island, Babotuap. Palau is a true unspoiled tropical paradise. It is home to many beautiful gifts from nature, including Nama waterfalls, one of the largest in Micronesia. Palau has also become renowned for leading the world in marine ecosystem protection. As part of the Micronesia Challenge, the government pledged to conserve 30% of nearshore coastal waters and 20% of forest land by 2020. In addition, Palau banned commercial shark people fishing in 2009, replacing it with the world's first shark people sanctuary. On Palau's Elmauk Island, there is a marine lake called Jellyfish Lake, where millions of jellyfish people migrate horizontally across the lake every day. The world-famous rock islands are also found in Palau. This group comprises over 200 rounded knobs of forest-capped limestone and was declared a UNESCO World Heritage Site in 2012. For many centuries, Palauans have had a matrilineal culture, where to this very day, clan lands, titles, and money continue to be handed down by titled women and first daughters. The nation's Congress is called Obio Era Kelelau, meaning House of the Whispered Decisions. This name encourages quiet decision-making rather than loud debate. Palawan architecture often features the decorated baigabo, fashioned after the traditional community meeting house. We were delighted to share glimpses of sun-kissed Palau with you, wonderful viewers. May God bless you evermore. For decades, Supreme Master Ching Hai has illuminated our world with her divine teachings. A fully enlightened master, she imparts the Guanyin method of meditation to those desiring to immediately discover the God nature within, to achieve in one lifetime eternal liberation from the cycle of transmigration. The Guanyin method has been practiced by all enlightened masters, such as the worshipped world-honored one, Shakyamuni Buddha, the worshipped Son of God, Jesus Christ, the venerated master and philosopher Confucius, the venerated Lord Krishna, the venerated master and philosopher Lao Tzu, the venerated Lord Mahavira, the beloved Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, Sri Guru Nanak Dev Ji, and many more. Supreme Master Ching Hai emphasizes that if we always remember God, render selfless service to others, and follow the laws of the universe, we will reach our highest potential as humans and truly understand our purpose on earth. An extraordinary living example of compassion, she lovingly and regularly sends material and financial assistance to refugees, the homeless, natural disaster victims, and others needing relief. Supreme Master Ching Hai respectfully thank all special individuals, organizations, leaders, and governments for all your genuine, loving, ongoing support. May heaven bless you forevermore. We, the Supreme Master Ching Hai International Association members, are also sincerely grateful for your expressive kindness, wishing you the best. Supreme Master Ching Hai receives love and recognition from various organizations, media, governments, individuals, and many awards, such as the 2006 Guzi Peace Prize, considered the Nobel Peace Prize of the East, the World Spiritual Leadership Award in 1994, the Mahavir Award in 2008, February 22nd and October 25th, both proclaimed as the Supreme Master Ching Hai Day, an honorary citizen of the United States, etc., and has been honored throughout the years with numerous other awards and accolades for her outstanding philanthropic and humanitarian deeds. etc. We apologize for not being able to show many other awards and honors for lack of space and time. Supreme Master Ching Hai respectfully thank all special individuals, organizations, leaders, and governments for all your genuine, loving, ongoing support. May heaven bless you forevermore. We, the Supreme Master Ching Hai International Association members, are also sincerely grateful for your expressive kindness, wishing you the best. A true voice for our beautiful animal people friends, Supreme Master Ching Hai promotes the peaceful, loving plant-based diet and envisions, with humanity's awakening to the sacredness of all life, a tranquil and glorious all-vegan world where people of both animal and human kingdoms live in respectful harmony. Her initiatives included alternative living flyer distribution, the international vegan restaurants Loving Hut, vegan food companies, vegan fur products, Supreme Master Television, as well as writing and speaking to influential government and media leaders, participating in televised conferences on climate change, etc. Whether we are aware of it or not, her efforts have had an enormous influence on global awareness of the animal people-friendly lifestyle and how this benevolent way can bring lasting peace among nations while saving our planet from climate change and disasters. Supreme Master Ching Hai has traveled worldwide and held discourses with the public and her disciples on a variety of spiritual topics. On March 18, 2022, our most beloved Supreme Master Ching Hai spent precious time to share her love and wisdom, answering some questions that members had on various topics. Today, we are blessed to present the insightful conference entitled Inspiring Good News in Support of Ukraine, Part 2 of 7, on Between Master and Disciples, held in English.
It's difficult to work in this business. I demand perfection. It's not as perfect as I want, but as much as possible, of course, because we don't have, it's not me, we offer it to the world, and the heavens are watching also, you know that?
Yes.
Yeah, so many people benefit, and many beings benefit, the animals, people, and all, not just the humans, and not just this planet, okay, huh?
Yes, Master.
So you're a big shot now, you're working for the universe, know that? You're worthy of vegan pancakes. But I'm sorry, I don't even have it myself. So
But it's not Tuesday.
I can't afford it. Any more good news for me?
Yes, Master.
Tell me. I forgot the story, right?
Yes.
I tell first the story, or you want your question first?
The story, please.
Story, okay. Because halfway already, you feel bad. And then if we keep talking, I will forget it. Many times. Okay, so this Royal Court high scholar, he was very, very intelligent. You know, nobody in the whole country can beat him. He can play jokes on them, he can tease them, he can do all kinds of things to annoy them and vex them, but nobody can do anything to him. Nobody can catch him. Nobody can make any reason to catch him, okay?
Right.
Yes. So the king, from the king to the lowest official in the court, they hated him. But there's nothing they can do. There are many jokes that he made. He made fun of the king and the court officials, but nobody can even do anything. Because he did it in a clever way. Everybody knows he did it. But nobody can do anything.
Wow.
He's too smart, okay? So everybody hated him in the royal court, you know? But nobody can do anything. He's officially passed the exam. He's the best in the country at that time, and best of all time. And sometimes they needed him to be able to respond to Chinese officials that came to visit Vietnam and make all kind of tests that nobody else can answer.
Yes, Master.
So they need him, but they hate him. It's kind of a love-hate relationship. So this is one of the stories.
Yes.
If I have to tell all his stories, I guess we have to grow old together, Yeah, maybe some other day, whenever I have a chance, I would just mention other stories. Okay, huh?
Yes.
And they didn't record all of them. Yeah. Maybe the king was so embarrassed to let people record it. So anyway, these are just some of the stories, but it's a lot already, even these some. So this one is the one time the king and all the court officials went out on the boats, together, just to sightseeing.
Yes.
And enjoy whatever they enjoy at their position and pleasure. All right. So in the middle of it, they were talking about old times, that whoever is loyal to the king should prove it sometimes. If the king told him to die, he must die. No questions asked. That's the thing. In Vietnam we say, quân sử thần bất tử bất trung, phụ sử tử bất vong bất hiếu. Meaning, if the king orders his official to die, and if he doesn't die, this means he's not loyal enough. Okay, he's not loyal.
Yes.
And if your father told you to die and you don't die, that means you're not filial. My God, what a what the? All right then. So they already planned together that day he's gonna die. The king will make an excuse to make him die. Yeah, in the middle of the river.
Wow.
A big river. They were on the boat, so there's no way he could escape. So they planned already. Yeah, so they invited him with all courtesy and friendliness, and they all went together on boats, big royal boats and beautiful, and ate and drank and all that. And in the middle of that, they cited that slogan, okay? And they cited that, many loyal officials, they often die for the king in the battle and all that. But who would even die without asking why, without any reason to prove his loyalty?
Yes.
And then they already planned, so they pointed to him. This royal people. He'll do it. He would. Yeah, he's the best, and he knows all these rules and regulations about the king and loyalty and all that. So we're sure he would do that. Yeah, and they all pointed at him, none pointed at each other or the other one, just him.
Oh no.
Yeah, okay. So the king said, well, my dear officials, would you die for me if I tell you to? So the royal scholar officer immediately said, of course, Your Majesty, I would. Everybody know that already. They already all pointed to me. Yeah. So the king said, really? You really would die if I order you to die? He said, of course. A lawyer officer to do anything the king asks. No question.
Yeah.
Oh, so the king said, okay, then go jump into the river and die. They knew he couldn't swim. So he jumped down. But they thought he couldn't swim. They thought. But he had secretly learned to swim. He learned many things to deal with this kind of king and court officials. Because many times they wanted to fix him.
Right.
Many times they wanted, but many times they failed. So he learned all kinds of tricks. So anyway, he jumped down and disappeared. A few seconds later, he appeared again and climbed onto the ship of the king. And everybody said, you didn't die? You could swim, you could dive, and now you came back up, and you didn't die? But the king told you to die. What's the reason that you disobey the king? You cannot do that. That is a very big crime. Meaning, this is the kind of crime that even your three generations can have job together with you. In old time, it's like that. They chop all the clans' heads from old to unborn, so to avoid the revenge later on. If one is found out to have committed treason or anything like that, or even just being disrespectful to the king, then that's a great crime. You and the whole three generations will be killed together, chop heads. So everybody was scolding him and making him feel guilty and all that, and the king said, "You explain to me." And so this royal official scholar told the king, "Your Majesty, I went down there. I'm already dead. But then I saw Xi Yun, one of the very loyal officials in the older time, other dynasty. And I met him, Xi Yun. He's very famous for being loyal because his king has been betrayed. So he just jumped. He did not want to be the official to the king of the new dynasty. Okay?
Yes.
Is that so? Is that true?
Yes.
Xi Yun, huh?
Yes.
So every May 5th in the lunar calendar, they make a big festival to celebrate, to remember him as the most loyal official of all time in China. So this Vietnamese royal scholar say, "I went down there and I died. And then I met Xi Yun," because that man already died. You know, he jumped. He drowned himself. Yeah, Xi Yun was the one who jumped into the water to die. In loyalty to his old king. In Vietnam, we have some stories like that also. I will tell you another day, or maybe later afterwards. Remind me.
Yes.
All right, Master.
It could be fit the Ukraine situation. In Vietnam, we have many stories. Good people, heroes, and intelligent, and all that. Wonderful country. Okay, so now he said, "I went down there, died, and I met Xi Yun. Xi Yun scolded me. That old dead official already, the one that drowned before, in loyalty to his king. He scolded me, Your Majesty." So the king said, "Oh, why did he scold you? What for? Why? What did he say?" So this the royal excellency told the king, say, "Your Majesty, he told me that he died because he did not want to serve the new king. The new king was brutal and a tyrant. That's why he jumped into the river and drowned himself. But your king is an excellent, good king. Why do you have to die?" So you better go back up. That's why I had to go up, because he is right. Your Majesty, you are a very excellent king. You are benevolent. You are compassionate, loving, and kind to all your people, including to this little humble self. So he said, "I have to continue to serve you in order to repay your benevolence and kindness, Your Majesty. That's why I could not die." He pushed me back up. The old king was a bad king, and he tried to tell him to be better, but the king did not listen. He listened to all this flattery of other officials instead. So he drowned himself. Yeah, the Chinese one.
Yes.
Master.
In the name of humanity, protect women and children. Make peace.
Tomorrow on Between Master and Disciples.
Cannot just force people to give their country to you without any cause at all.
Yes, exactly, Master.
Unprovoked. They didn't do anything to Russia at all.
No, Master.
That's why the whole world supports Ukraine.
Yes, that's right.
That is the force of energy to reckon with.
Sure.
Yeah, even heaven supports Ukraine. That's why they keep winning.
Benevolent viewers, We appreciate your company for today's episode entitled Inspiring Good News in Support of Ukraine, Part 2 of 7, on Between Master and Disciples. Coming up next is The Resurrection of Lord Jesus Christ, from the Gospel of Luke, Vegetarian in the Holy Bible, Part 2 of 2, on Words of Wisdom, right after Noteworthy News. Please stay tuned to Supreme Master Television for more positive programming. May heaven's light always shine upon you and your loved ones.
Our programs offer many languages. Please visit suprememastertv.com/schedule and suprememastertv.com/BMD.